Hey, all, Johnny Mullet here with another CB radio video. Today we are going to get into the service menu on the Anytone AT-500M. I love this little radio. I've had it for about a month now, and it's been working great. Always getting good reports. No problem, no problem. I really love this radio, and I want to show you guys how to get into the service menu and make a few adjustments to get the best performance out of this radio. So, first thing you want to do is you want to hold down the emergency button, and that'll get you into your regular menu, not the service menu. And you want to scroll through the functions. And what we're looking for is RF gain. No, we're looking for mic gain. So keep on. Okay, there it is. Real quick, this is the microphone type. If you got the stock microphone, you want it there on electric. So mic set, that's the one that you need in the regular menu to bring your, it would be like a dynamic setting, so you can turn up the modulation on your microphone. So that's what that one is. So as long as you got that set to 9, you're good to go. So real quick, we'll do this again. Oops. There we go. And if you want to set that to 9, you hit the emergency button. It'll blink, and you can change your setting there. So we're going to leave that on 9, which is the highest setting for your microphone gain. And now what we're going to do is show you how to get into the service menu to make the proper adjustments you need to make. So in order to get into the service menu, you need to shut the radio off. You need to hold down the channel up and down button right here and hold them both together and turn the radio on at the same time. So right now we are in the, oh wow, this is going to be hard. Here we go. So now we're going to scroll through the functions and try to get these menu settings correct. So this is menu number 1, number 2, number 3. Let's see here. We're looking for FM modulation. There's the first one. No, that is not it. Okay, here's the first setting. Okay, this is the first setting you're looking for, is menu number 13. Okay, so we want to change that menu setting and make it, let me turn this down a little bit. Turn it all the way down. Okay, so to get the best out of this setting, you need to key down the microphone. And then you can arrow up and arrow down with the channel selector, not on the microphone, but on the keypad itself. So as you're keying the microphone, you use the arrow up and down button, and you want to set this setting to 0, 0, as you see right now. The next selection would be this one, AM8WM. Okay, we want to set that also to 0, 0. 0, 0. I think the defaults on these are like 59 and 60 or something like that. Always write down your original settings before making any changes. This way, if you screw it up, you can put it right back to factory. So please write down the original settings before doing this. Now we're going to keep on going. We're going to find the other ones here. I don't know what a lot of these mean. Okay, power high. This is the next setting we're going to change. You want to key up the microphone, arrow up and down, and make that 60. You want that at 60. That is your best. And then the next, we got power mid. You want to key up the microphone and change that to 70. And now we got power low. If you are driving an amp and you want to get low power, 2 to 2.5 watts, you want to set that baby to 4A. I have it at the factory default of 51 because I am not driving an amp. I just left that alone. If you set that to 4A, that'll give you about 2 to 2.5 watts of drive power on low power so you can drive an amp. All right, let's move on up. We are now looking for FM mod. This here will bring the modulation up in your radio. This is an important setting, and for the best results, you want to set it to FF. So, that is your modulation setting. Once you got all your settings in, and you're sure you wrote down the original settings, you can shut the radio off. Turn it back on. And all your settings are now saved. Just like that. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. Some of you have also asked, how do you change the band on this radio? So, real quick, let me show you. You turn the power off. You hold down the AM/FM button on the left, the AM/FM button. You hold it down. Okay, let me try this one-handed. Hold it down, turn it on. Right now, we're flashing D. For instance, if you move it to C, turn the radio off, turn it back on. Here we are on channel 23, 26.805. Very popular call channel there. So that's how you change the bands on the radio. Another thing that's pretty cool, we'll do the same thing. We're going to hold down the AM/FM button, turn it on. These are all the different bands, different frequencies. But this one here is cool. Check it out. This is supposed to be a letter K, but it's not. We'll turn it off. Turn it back on. Right now, we are in the UK band. So, and we're actually picking up some communications on the... See that? Pretty cool, huh? So, I'm going to go back to my regular band, which is the regular 40-channel American CB band, and that would be D. Turn the radio off, back on. Oh, there's our favorite window licker. Anyway, now you know how to adjust the service settings on the Anytone AT-500 to get the best performance. I'm going to state this right now. If you perform these functions and you screw your radio up, don't blame me. You do this on your own accord. Otherwise, leave it bone stock. Don't mess with it. But this is what I found out from my searches on the internet on how to improve modulation and power after putting these settings in this radio and putting it on my meter, on my base station. My modulation went up to 80%. From like 50%, and my low power is still 4 watts bone stock, but on high power, as you see, I got it on high power, which is done through the regular settings here in the menu. You can scroll through and look for your power. For instance, if you were going to run a amplifier and you set your low power to the setting I told you, it's on high, you can change that and put it on low power. And now, if you put in that factory setting, you are, ready, or not factory setting, the setting I told you, you can drive an amplifier safely that way. So, that's pretty cool. Let's get out of that menu. There we go. So, the Anytone AT-500 Secret Service menu, that's how you set it to get the best performance out of this radio. Like I said, always write down the original settings before making any changes. Thank you all for watching.